Let me show you a very interesting flower and a very interesting tree. Look at the nice looking fruits here. A bit like mangoes they are. I don't know if you have already guessed this tree. This is a Odalam tree. Okay. See, it grows near a canal. And this is a tree that is widely found in Alleppey, Kollam, Kottayam area. And here is one with which has kind of shed its skin. It looks very delicious. But interestingly, the fruit of this tree is very, very toxic. It's very poisonous. And also having the pet name, the suicide fruit. In this part of the world, and this is a tree that is often used by people to take their own lives and also to take the lives of people they do not approve of a lot. So it has a kernel which has high toxic substance in it. It's rather bitter, I understand, and you can see they grow near the water. And like our coconut, like the cockadamur, the double coconut of the Seychelles archipelago, this is dispersed, the seed is dispersed by water. Here is a Odalam fruit floating on the water, and interestingly, we can also see a coconut there. Both are water dispersed seeds, and the Odalam has a white fibrous thing inside, as you see there behind those leaves. The rind has been peeled off naturally, of course, and the white is exposed. It's a fibrous thing, and that fibrous thing enables it to float on water. And it's very light. The fruit is very light. If you hold it in your hand, though it looks a bit like a mango fruit, it's very light. And though this Odalam is standing near the water, and you have a couple of mangroves nearby. This is a mangrove here. Odalam is not a mangrove. It grows on marshy terrain, but it's not quite a mangrove plant. Here is another specimen, a very handsome looking Odalam plant, and I'll walk nearer and you will be able to see the fruits and flowers. Not as many as in the one we saw a while ago, but still an interesting plant. Here you can see a little more decomposed Odalam seed. See how it looks. It looks like a coconut, in fact, but it's much lighter, and the husk you see is rather soft. The white one we saw a while ago dries up and it becomes like this. It becomes even darker, but it floats down and it's carried by the currents, and it'll lodge themselves on the side of another shore and come up. And you can also see some other seeds there. Those are terminalia seeds, or the local badam. And here is a ripe Odalam seed, and you can see how it would float on the water if it is dropped into water, which often happens, and then probably it floats with the current and establishes itself and grows into another tree. The remarkable way in which nature has designed things for propagation and survival. And we might wonder, what is the use of this plant? Well, that is basically a silly question, because the use of a plant or a tree is beyond our ability to measure or understand. They contribute immensely, a lot more than human beings can ever even dream to do to the planet. Well, if you insist on knowing the use, this tree is widely used as fences in this area, and also these days this kernel of Odalam is used to make biopesticides and also deodorants. So that kind of commercial value is there. But the important takeaway is that the value of a plant or a tree or an insect even is beyond its what it actually gives us in measurable terms. Well, and except in cases when these organisms give too much trouble for us and poses a real threat to us, like insects, like mosquitoes, or pathogens, microorganisms like the COVID virus, which threatens our survival. It is better to leave things as they are without disturbing them, without wondering what is it doing here? Shall I cut down this tree because it's of no use? Well, okay, that's all for today, and let's go on being curious about life around us and have an eye to see the wonders that lie just outside our doorsteps.